Hey everybody, it's the world's hairiest cheerleader again. Thank you for joining me once again. It's a little cold today. I know it's all relative, but for me, it's cold. I had my therapy appointment this morning and it went very well. They have been going very well. I've been seeing someone for about 6 months or so, maybe a little longer, at a friend's recommendation, and it's really helped. And the reason I mentioned that today is because during our session today, the last couple weeks have been going pretty well. She asked me, what are 10 defining moments that shaped who I am, good and bad? And I've talked a little bit about that on here, but doing that exercise with her kind of brought back a few that I'd not necessarily forgotten about, just hadn't thought of in a while. So I'm going to explore some of those in the coming videos. There's one that's a little tough to talk about, but I'll get there. But what I want to talk about today is when I was in grade school and middle school, or junior high, whichever you prefer, I was insanely shy. I had trouble talking outside of a classroom setting. And I especially had trouble talking to women. I know, go figure, right? My stomach would get all knotted. I couldn't speak. I fumbled, so I just kind of avoided the whole situation by just keeping to myself for the most part. And I know that probably wasn't the healthiest thing to do, but I was a kid. I didn't know any better. So as I'm riding the school bus, I struck up a friendship with a couple other people. And one of them was a girl. There was nothing even romantically inclined because, like I said, I was clueless about that and didn't really know a thing. But she saw some potential in me, because she dragged me kicking and screaming out of my shell and made me socialize, made me talk to people. She gave me the confidence that I didn't have in myself at that time. And it didn't take right away. It was a slow process. And, I don't think I ever fully got comfortable with talking to people or even with myself until much, much later. In fact, there's still some times I'm not. But it was one of the bigger turning points for me because it started that whole journey. I'm keeping the names private too, or not mentioning names. Well, I'm going to say to protect the innocent, but really I have a crap memory. And I'm sure there's a reason behind that. And whatever deity you believe in, help me. If all those memories should ever come flooding back, I'm going to be messed up. But it was a good thing, because it was that little bit of kindness, that little bit of interaction that helped move me, that helped get me out of that seclusion, that isolation. And I'm pretty sure, had I not gotten out of that, I may not have said yes to my English teacher when he suggested, hey, let's do a play. I probably wouldn't have fallen in love with theater, wouldn't have found my voice. There's so much that wouldn't have happened. As I mentioned earlier, we're all a patchwork. And those patches got to start somewhere. And I really think that may have been one of the first cuttings for me, in a good way. And the first bit of sewing. I'm going to really belabor that metaphor, so don't get me wrong. But it started me on a good path. But it hasn't always been good. There's been bad. And there's been some that I thought were bad that turned out to be good. But no matter whatever I did, whatever I went through, it got me here. And I'm pretty content with that. It's taken a long time. I've come a long way. And I don't, as I told my therapist, I don't think I give myself enough credit for the good I've done and the good I've done for myself and what I've accomplished. And I'm working on that. We're all a work in progress. So, I mean, I guess all I can say is, at least for me, it was hell going through it. But once I got on the other side, I realized I was a stronger person. I was a better person. But I was definitely not the same person. And that's not a bad thing. So whatever you're going through, keep going. There will be some learnings through it. It won't always be easy. But you've got people there rooting for you. You know, just say the word and I'll break out the pom-poms. My legs aren't great for a skirt though, so that might have to wait. Anyway, I appreciate your time and everybody listening. This video series has really helped me a lot. And if you've gotten something out of it, great. As always, please feel free to comment, ask any questions, like, share, subscribe. And when I hit 30 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway of one of my custom wands. So if that's something you're interested in, fantastic, spread the word. You know, I'm never going to become a famous YouTuber. I'm okay with that. But if I can help one person, then, you know, it's worth it. Thanks a lot, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.